Whew, another great day. Man, let's go ahead and get ready. Oh, this smells wonderful. Let's go ahead and get myself nice and done. Oh yeah. Gotta stay productive. Good enough. What's going on, guys? And welcome back to another video. Today, guess what? We are going to be doing a Q&A, and I actually sent out a Instagram, what's it called? Instagram story to let you guys know that I'm doing a Q&A, and I asked you guys some questions. I haven't looked at it yet, so I don't know what kind of questions you guys asked me, but today we're going to be doing a Q&A. So if you're not following on Instagram and you want to be a part of these Q&As because they're freaking legit, and you get to ask me anything you really want to, and I'll answer it in the best way I possibly can, then make sure you follow me on Instagram at alex.oscco. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below, all the good stuff. Watch the video all the way through. It's a good video, so watch it. Yeah, it's good stuff, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that little intro. I thought that would be kind of fun. I saw this video that did day 1 versus day 50, and I was like, I want to do that, so we decided to do that. All right. Have you ever hurt yourself lifting? Yes, I have. So this one's actually pretty intense. I was, what was this? Is this like a year into lifting? Yeah, this was about my first year into lifting. I was bench pressing, and this is when I was first getting myself, working myself up to 225 pounds. And so at the time, I had really strong triceps, but I also really wanted to work on my pecs. And so in my mind, what I was doing is I was doing these tricep presses, like a close grip bench presses, and I was lifting the weight at 205, working up sets of 10, trying to get sets of 10, and 205 was pretty heavy for me at the time, so I was like, shoot, this is a lot of weight over here. And I was doing the close grip. Now, in my head, I thought to myself, I was like, man, I'm pretty burnt out, so I re-racked the weight, and then I wanted to do like 1 or 2 more reps, and I thought to myself, I was like, oh, well, since I'm doing close grip, why don't I just switch over to a wide grip and do 1 or 2 reps there and then finish it out. And I thought that since the distance, when you're doing close grip, it's a farther distance to go up. However, it does wear out the triceps a lot more. And then when you're doing a wide grip, it focuses a little bit more on the triceps and takes, or not the triceps, the chest, and it takes a little bit more out of the triceps. However, the distance from the chest to full extension is not as far. And so because of that logic, I thought that I'd be able to do 1 or 2 more reps with a wider grip. Turns out that my chest is weak as a baby, so I went ahead and pressed it up, and I couldn't get it all the way up. And what I did is that luckily we had like 2 hooks to re-rack, and so I knew that I could get the bottom hook, but if I thrusted the weight back as fast as I could. And I went ahead and I was holding the weight right here, and I thrusted it behind my head as fast as I could to try and get onto that lower hooks, because I knew I was close to that. There was no way I was going to get it on the top hooks, so I was going to save myself with that. And then I hit, so the hooks are like this, right? And so the right side got over the hook, but the left side I hit it right here, and it's kind of like at a downward angle when you're trying to re-rack the weight. So the bar just went straight down, and so the bar just came straight up down like this, on my face. And I'm sitting there like, help, help, help. You know, this guy next to me comes over, runs over, and I have like 205 pounds on my face like this. I'm like holding it up with my left arm as hard as I could, but I couldn't push it back up. And this guy lifted it back up, and I stood up, and he just, like, he was in shock. Like, his face was white, and he just looked at me, he's like, bro, there's blood coming out of your mouth. And I was like, and I'm just like sitting there, I'm like so pissed off, because I was like, how come I couldn't lift this weight? Like, I've practiced this, I knew that I could. Like, like sometimes I just think like my mind just gives up, but like I knew I could lift it and everything. I was pissed off, and I just spit on the ground, and sure enough, like my mouth was bloody. So it hit like some of my left teeth. I haven't even fixed this yet, because I haven't like gotten around to it, but my whole left side is actually indented a little bit on my top on my top teeth, so I need to like get Invisalign or something like that to fix my teeth. I haven't done that yet. I need to do that, but I was so upset afterwards. I like got rid of the blood, came back, and then finished out a set of just 135, and then I went home. And it was super funny because I was in college at the time. I went over to my mom's house and I said, I smashed 205 against my face. My face is like super sore. And she does the old like, oh, well, we have some steak in the freezer. Why don't you slap that on your face? So here I am sitting down with like a steak on my face. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is the most embarrassing moment of my life. And yeah, that was pretty much it. I think I took a picture of it. If I do, I'll post it if I can find it. But yeah, it was a tough time. How old were you when you had your first kiss? Whew. I shouldn't say this because my sister watches my videos. I was 12. I was 12 years old. And it wasn't just like a normal kiss. It was like this girl, she didn't know how to like actually, like I didn't know how to kiss. Like when you first have your first kiss, you don't know what a kiss is. You just know that it's like the thing that you got to do. And neither of us really knew what to do. So we looked up how to kiss on Google, right? And apparently what came up was how to French kiss. So we were all like, oh, okay. So we're like studying this up and we were like learning how to do all like this French kissing stuff with like your tongue and everything. And so like my first kiss was like a French kiss. Like I never kissed someone like normally until way later, until I was like, oh, that's how a normal kiss is supposed to be. So yeah, my first kiss was actually a French kiss. So it was pretty funny. Let's see here. What are your max lifts? Max lifts. I don't really do my maxes too often, but if I were to put it out there, I think I haven't actually done this. Okay, I'll do what I think my maxes are right now because I haven't currently done them and I'm a lot stronger than I was before, and then I'm gonna tell you what I've actually lifted. So I think that my max lifts are possibly, I could possibly do like 4 plates on squat. I can do like probably 220. How much is that? 275? Is that 275? No, it's 285 on bench for a rep. 285 on bench. And then deadlift, probably 4.5 plates on each side. That's what I think that I can do now. I haven't actually tested that actual weight, like the ones that I've actually done. See, the reason why I say that is because my max squat is 300 and gosh, this is a lot of math for this early in the morning. So I had 3 plates and a 35 on there. So that, what is that? 375? No, because 3 plates is 305 plus 70. Yeah, 375. So 375. No, it was 385. I did 385 for 2 on squat. So I did 2 reps at that weight, and that's why I say I could probably do 405 because I did 2 reps at 385, but I haven't actually tried it yet. And then for bench press, I did 285 or 275 for 2, which is why I think I can do 285 for 1. So that's my bench press, and then my deadlift, I've hit 4 plates. I don't really like to max out my deadlift because like after I max out my deadlift, I'm like tired for the next 20 days and can't do anything, and your forearm strength is just gone. So yeah. However, I was doing it conventional, so I do have to say that because I can probably do a lot more sumo. So if I did sumo, if I practiced sumo, I'm pretty sure I can get to 5 plates in like 2 months or something. So if I really practice my deadlift. So those are my max lifts on what I think I can do, and also what I've actually done. Next question here. Why did you start fitness in the first place? Honestly, I started fitness in the first place because I had, so I went on this 2-year church mission, and upon returning, I had kind of like a culture shock coming back to America. I didn't really have culture shock I went to Paraguay, going to Paraguay because like my family's Hispanic, I've been to Peru. I kind of expected like, in fact, I was told that I wasn't even gonna have a bathroom to go to the bathroom, and I'd have to like go to the bathroom in a bucket. So when I came there, I was pleasantly surprised when there were showers, bathrooms, and all the good normal stuff that we needed. And so it was totally fine. However, coming back, like everything was so technology reliant, you know, cars were going everywhere, the roads were clean, everything was pretty chill. I basically kind of got shocked coming back, and I was like, oh my gosh, what am I supposed to do? And there's like all this social media stuff going on, and so I really had to like catch up, because like those 2 years, I call them like the social media years that I was gone, where Instagram got big, YouTube got big, everyone was like getting big off of those things, and like I missed that. So I guess I kind of had to play catch up along the way, and then yeah, I basically came back and was in so much shock, and I fell into this like intense anxiety, because I didn't really know what to do, what direction to go with my life, and I didn't know what I wanted to do, because like taking 2 years away from your life, like a lot changes in 2 years. And so because of that, you know, I've always like seen the guys that were like bigger, strong and everything, and they kind of seemed to know what they were doing. You know, they came off as confident, strong and stuff, and I was like, you know what, I just want to know what I'm doing. So if I do what they're doing, then maybe I'll be able to be more sure about myself. And sure enough, you know, I started going to the gym and started developing those habits. And it was crazy though, because I have to tell you guys this, so I'm gonna ramble on a little bit, but so often people go to the gym and they're like, man, I'm so sore, I can't go to again for like 6 days. And that happened to me the first 8 times I went to the gym for the first time. So I call it the 8 first tries, because I went to the gym, was so sore the next day, couldn't really go again. And then finally I took supplements for the first time. I took a pre-workout and everything, and I went to the gym, and my gosh, that was the best workout I'd ever had. And I woke up the next day and I didn't feel sore, and I was like, yo, if I'm not feeling sore and I can go all out, then I'm gonna go again. And then when I finally didn't feel sore after I worked out, I was like, dude, let's keep on hitting this consistently. So that was kind of like my thing. Like I just always felt like there's no reason not to go all out if I can, if I'm gonna recover. And so my biggest focus when I work out right now is to recover. So anyways, that's how I got into the gym. Was basically I went in there, didn't feel sucky afterwards, and I felt amazing, and I felt like I could conquer the world, and it was like a good feeling, you know. It's like it was a huge confidence booster, and I really needed it. And you know, that's why I love going to the gym. It's something that's consistent, it's always been there, and my reasons for going to the gym kind of change over time, but because now I don't really need like that like mental health boost or like the confidence. I feel like pretty good now, but I mostly kind of go just to like remind myself about the consistency and to have different goals with like competitions and stuff. So let's see here. What's better, whey protein or whey protein isolate? It depends. I usually take isolate. Isolate is just a more filtered protein, and it digests faster. So like post-workout, I'll probably have an isolate. If I'm just like kind of chilling, and if I'm not on prep, I'd do a whey. Whey tends to have a lot more calories, and you'll usually see that whey has a lot more different flavors because it has more calories. And isolate's just like that filtered, minimal calorie, like you're just getting the protein out of it. My favorite brands are 1UP Nutrition and Diametize ISO 100. If you do want to get 1UP Nutrition, I do have a code for 20% off, code Alex, and you can save yourself 20%, and you're also help supporting me, so thank you so much for doing that. And yeah, it just kind of depends on what you're doing. If I'm on bodybuilding prep, I'll do isolate. Usually if I'm on my off season, which I am, or bulking up, whey's totally fine. What is your favorite all-time video game? Ooh. Currently, you guys know that I'm playing like Smash Bros and stuff. All time. Halo has to be up there, because Halo was like the first one that I started out with, and I got really, really good at Halo. I don't know if I'm that good anymore. It was just such a simple time, you know, when you could just like aim at someone's head, click a button, and they just instantly die. Now it's like you have to lead your shot, put it up, super realistic and everything. Even though it's still pretty sick to get those shots down, I feel like gamers have just like dialed in those things, and they're just on a whole other level than I ever was. And essentially, I like games that I'm good at. But favorite all-time game, The Last of Us. Amazing game, all-time game, 100%. If you haven't played that game, it's on PS4. They remastered it. Dude, I had never like cried playing a video game. It was so good. I actually started like this really awkward video game channel a while back. I don't do it anymore. Maybe I'll start posting to that a little bit more, but it's called Black Yeti. And maybe I'll post a link to the channel on here, something like that. And you guys can go check out my The Last of Us Remastered walkthrough. Favorite anime, Naruto, hands down. Oh. When will you get a girlfriend, you lazy single piece of... Well, ha 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 ha. Earlier I was like, yeah, I kissed the first girl when I was, I kissed a girl when I was 12, and here I am like single as a Pringle. Well, long story short, kind of continuing off of what I said before, I guess, like after I came back from that 2-year mission, I was kind of like rediscovering myself, and also I changed a lot during fitness, and so I kind of had this like huge transitioning period, and so the girls that I dated before and the girls that I dated after were completely different. And so I guess what I'm trying to say is like now I'm just trying to rediscover what I like in a girl, and stuff like that. Like, and I'm not into like doing like one night stands or hooking up and stuff, like random stuff like that. I want like a deeper connection. I want to like find love, I guess, and it's kind of like a cliche thing to say, but that's just kind of the guy that I am. I'm not here to like just pick up girls and, you know, treat them like objects or anything like that. You know, I want to develop a good connection with somebody, and so I guess I just haven't found my best friend yet, and that's what it comes down to. I just haven't found my best friend yet, so still on that search. Hopefully I can, and that'd be cool. Then I'll have a girlfriend. Favorite cheat meal you've ever had? Okay, I think this will be the last one, and then we'll close it up. So favorite cheat meal you've ever had? Ooh, favorite cheat meal I've ever had, ever. There's so many. There's just so many that were so good. We had this one Peruvian lunch on the pier in San Francisco, which was really, really good. Like, I've never had Peruvian food that good, and I love Peruvian food. For a cheat meal, it's not something I'd eat every day. That stuff is intense. Peruvian food's really good. I'm half Peruvian, if you didn't know that. Let's see. Best one, though. Ooh, wait. It's coming to me. It's coming to me. Oh, yep. So there's this place in Salt Lake City called Chili Teppan, and unfortunately I think it got some like bad reviews on their on how they treat their employees and stuff, and everything, and so it's kind of like that's why the reviews aren't so great for that restaurant, and I hope they're doing some stuff to change that. But the food that I had there, I don't know if I was on prep, or the fact it was like my last cheat meal before I started prep. I don't know if it was that or just the fact that I was just really craving some Mexican food, but holy cow, that was just the most phenomenal meal that I had ever had in my entire life. Oof. Yeah, speaking of, it probably is Mexican food, because like, speaking of which, I think my second favorite was when I was in San Diego for the Adobe Max conference, and I went to this Mexican restaurant down over there. Like, I just love Mexican food. Mexican food is fantastic, and I don't care if there are people that are like, oh, it's not really Mexican because you're not in Mexico. I'm like, who cares if it's Americanized? Whatever. I love Taco Bell too. It's not even Mexican food. It's no one in Mexico makes a cheesy gordita crunch. Yeah. Anyways, that's my favorite cheat meal. I love Mexican food. Mexican food is great. I can basically have it all the time. And Chipotle, Cafe Rio, Chili Teppan, what else? Beto's, oof, good stuff. Anyways, guys, that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and listening to my stories. Do appreciate it. Hope this was kind of a fun thing for you guys, get to know me a little bit better. I guess I don't really do this kind of thing often, but wanted to take some time to answer some of your guys' questions. Thank you guys, everyone, for participating in the Q&A. And remember, don't forget to follow me on Instagram, so maybe your question can be featured in the next Q&A, and I'll be doing this again. So don't forget to like, subscribe, all the good stuff. You guys are freaking legit. And like always, guys, we'll catch you guys next time. Deuces.
We are kings of the world, and tonight is our playground. We are kings of the world.